First dish, home smoked salmon in 3 simple steps. You're gonna need to brine your salmon fillets overnight, let it air dry for an hour, and then smoke it for a half an hour. So let's get started on my brine. 1 cup of packed brown sugar, 1 cup of regular granulated sugar, and now salt. It's about 4 tablespoons. There you go. Add 3 cups of hot water. I want to make sure my water is hot here, but I don't want it boiling. It's important that I not cook the fish. All I want to do is brine it and make sure that the fish soaks up all these nice flavors overnight. And I'm ready to put in my salmon fillets. Because this is a dry cooking technique, you want to make sure that the fish is nice and fatty so it retains its moisture and it stays nice and plump. Put these in my brine, skin side up, so that I'm sure that all the flesh is really submerged in this water. Don't expect your normal regular sliced smoked salmon texture. This is going to be a nice piece of fresh fish, only with a nice smoky taste. So I'm going to leave this in the fridge for about 8 hours. Here I have 2 salmon fillets that I've let sit overnight. Just going to get rid of that brine. So, this is a bamboo steamer, but we're going to use it for our home smoker. It's inexpensive, and you can find it at any kitchen supply store. Place these skin side down. You might want to use foil or parchment paper. You know what? I like to use the skin of the salmon, which is basically a natural kind of protection. Everything's soaked up, a little bit brown on the outer edges. Texture is just perfect. You know, it's still nice and firm, uncooked, ready to go. All we have to do is let this air dry for an hour and then get started on my home smoker. My homemade smoker is super simple to make. Bamboo steamer, wood chips, and a high-grade wok. I've dedicated mine to smoking, so you can see it's really nice and charred at the bottom. If you're not ready for that, all you can do is just line it with a little bit of tin foil, and it should add a little bit of an extra protection when you do put your wood chips in. So it's getting hot. I'm going to add some of my wood chips. I'm using hickory here, but there's a whole bunch of chips out there. Apple, cherry, you know, you can go out and experiment. Just going to toss in 2 handfuls of these wood chips. Wait till I see a little bit of smoke. And I'm going to add, well, right about now, about a half a cup of water just to help the smokiness. All I need to do now, super simple, place these right on here. Just smoke them for about 25 to 30 minutes. If you do have a fan at home, feel free to turn it on, but I guarantee this won't smoke up your house. And when this fish comes out, I'm telling you it's going to be unlike any other smoked salmon you've ever had before. The flesh, plump and juicy, and just the outside a little bit lightly smoked, it's going to be amazing. The salmon fillet is soaked in a brine overnight. They've air dried for an hour, and now they've been cooking in my smoker for approximately 30 minutes. So let's see what this looks like. Beautiful. See, nice and golden brown. Yes, it's smoky. But what's really interesting is that all this hickory smoke has really gone into this salmon, and it looks absolutely amazing. Get them off the heat. The salmon is caramelized on the exterior. There's a little bit of fat bubbling out. So that's a good sign, meaning that, you know, the fish is thoroughly cooked and it's still nice and plump and ready to go. I could serve this now warm right out of the smoker, or put it in the fridge, wait for a couple hours, even the next day. It's just as delicious. See how that lifts right off there and the skin's kind of stuck? There's your natural tin foil. A little bit of vinaigrette right on the side here. A little bit of lemon zest. Grab some croutons here. Just gonna crush those up a bit, add that on top, finish it off with a drizzle of olive oil. Beautiful.